can start. Okay, 20 seconds. So, I will show you a couple of things. This is me when I was very young. This is how it started. I'm playing clarinet here, and this is how it started. I'm a musician, and this was my first instrument, and I still try to keep somehow path with this instrument. But later on, it became more probably interesting with me, and I think I have probably kind of three main groups, directions. First is music. I do albums. There are a couple of albums I did. Second is multimedia work. I studied actually art school, so I'm trying to combine sound in an interactive way. And third is soundtracks. I do soundtrack work like for the films, but mostly for the games. This is one of my projects I did with a Czech-based company, Amanita Design. It's called Machinarium. It's the game, kind of adventure game, based on handwriting or hand drawing, sorry. Where you operate this robot. It's the main character. And this is a very old project of mine. It's like 2001. So it's kind of funny project, but it's my first multimedia project, so that's why I included. It was kind of synesthesia work where you combine kind of visual, audio, loops. It was multimedia track on my first album, which was released in 2001. Later on, this is my first kind of bigger project. It's called Crossroad. In this project, cameras were on the parts of the crossroad, and they were shooting the colors. And then the video created kind of open form music. It was on the installation in Paris. This was other project of mine. It's called RGB, where people got these flashlights, and they shoot it on the screen, and they can combine colors together to create the new colors. And this is a whole system for making audience and performers working together on the music. I created lots of algorithms, but this is one of the basic ones, where it's like network of nodes you can trigger. If they meet, they create new color, and they trigger another layer of the sounds. It's again a very old project. It's like 2003 or something like that. Another project I did while I studied in school, it's called Live Score. It was about visual score. And we tried to make a system where you can operate music by something very physical, like basically papers and stencils. So, and this is the basic system where people can, or our performer could record with the black rectangles the sound, and then with the other elements operated. But everything was like kind of physical, as you can see, and the music was operated in physical way, but it was basically kind of live sampling experimental project. It's very hard to actually describe, but this is one of the algorithms we made where you can, on the performance, we interact bubbles with the sound. Just small example. So this one is the archiphone we are doing here. It's already the fourth version. We usually do it in churches because there is lots of elements, and it's about people who are getting laser pointers, and they can shoot on different elements in the architecture, and they trigger different things. Here it's in Glasgow Chapel. It's already was told. This is short, like except. It's always fun because every building is different and you can create new concepts and new things to do there. So this one is from Brussels, which was our second version. It's another project I did with my friend Initi as archiphone. I did this in New York, and it was experimental theater piece based on a light statue, which was called Netikavka. You can touch it and it plays. It's again based on live sampling, so you can record something inside, like Nautami, which was the dancer. She recorded her body hits, and then I could immediately play it like slices, you know. So it's kind of musical light instrument. We experimented how it can be operated with the dance. And this is another game soundtrack I did with Amanita, the last one. It's called Samorost 3. It's the biggest, latest project we did together. It's similar kind of visual style where we try to kind of capture the beauty of the nature and combine it with the hand drawing and so on. All these projects are a lot about the environment or just atmosphere. It's not necessarily only about doing some task or something. It's about just being in this world and enjoying this world. So this is my last soundtrack I did with them. This is one example, because lots of things I did for this soundtrack is based on acoustical sources. So here I just recorded this drum, and it became Sound of Ghosts. Okay, this is the video which we did with my friend for one of my tracks from the album Zoria, and it's a cooperation with artist Sonica. It's her original sketches for the characters. I really love this. But you can see later how it's turned to be. It's again kind of fantastic work about floorball, which is played inside of the stomach of the wolf for the eye, and these characters live in the stomach, and they are fighting for the queen's eye. This is finally my last project, last album I did with UK London-based composer Tom Hodge. Album is actually not out yet. It will be released in March on Decca Classic sublabel Mercury KX, and this is our first concert we had for this project together with Tom and Kim. That's all.